Welcome to this first video update from the climate change negotiations in Poland, brought to you by Fitzpatrick Woods Consulting and Industry Edge.
This UN climate change negotiation meeting is the midpoint between Bali in 2007 and Copenhagen in 2009, when it's hoped that there'd be a new deal to take over from the Kyoto Protocol and the Framework Convention on Climate Change commencing 2012. The principle of common but differentiated outcomes. That is, developed countries need to take action for the emissions that they currently have, but also those that they've been responsible for historically. And less developed, or developing countries, have responsibility for looking at their forward commitments in such a way that they can still allow them to continue to grow, but on a much more emission-stable basis.
There are dozens of issues being negotiated. There'll be hundreds of meetings over the next 2 weeks. We can't cover everything, but what we can do is give you a very clear slice of information about some key topics. The first issue, targets, particularly emissions reduction targets for developed countries. The fact is that it's actually not much of an issue here at these negotiations, but it's been made a live issue in Australia largely because of Green Group activism. The second key issue is the role of forests in any new climate change agreement. There are several components to this. We'll make certain we're across them and keep you up to date with them. The third issue that we'll be following, and it relates directly to forestry, is renewable energy, including forest biomass renewable energy. It's an important issue, and it's an increasingly important issue, we think, throughout Australia and the Asia-Pacific region. The fourth issue that we're going to keep across, it's important for Australia because of its big coal base of energy production, is carbon capture and storage. The developments on this are quite interesting. They're moving extremely quickly. The fifth important issue we'll be following, because you should always follow the money, is who's going to pay. The financing of climate change and adaptive measures and mitigating measures, particularly in developing countries, is becoming a seriously significant issue. It wasn't so significant in 2007, it's significant in 2008, partly but not only because of the global economic crisis. And the sixth issue we'll be dealing with, if time allows and as it allows, is technology transfer, the arrangements between countries, but also sector by sector, to transfer low emission technologies from developed countries to developing countries. A serious competition issue, one that could affect Australian manufacturing very significantly. Thank you everybody for your time, and I hope this has been useful for you. If you want further information on any of the topics, please follow the details on the upcoming slide.